oops.
You could do it in the club style of Vic Reeves. Oops, I'm doing it again. I'm wasting my time. Oops. Working 9 to 5.
You're looking for Jolene.
Oh no, that song makes me cry. Are you there?
It's us, don't worry. I'm not really Britney.
I am really Dolly, I just push them down.
So we are on the case of plant-based and cruelty-free. My brother, Tony, hello Tony, he sent us some masks.
Oh look, I could have been.
Because I got these through as Christmas presents. Very appreciative of these. But I think he wanted me to use in the videos.
Yeah.
We've got Rihanna. That one's, weirdly, that came in plastic, but the others didn't. Cheryl Cole. See, I think we should do a game where we have to do the accents.
Oh God, I can't do it.
Yeah, because I'm rubbish at accents.
Who's got pink hair?
That's Nicki Minaj.
I could be Nicki. Wait a minute, let me poke her eyes out. I don't even know what Nicki Minaj sounds like.
Nicki full throttle is oh.
Do I look good as Nicki?
It's no difference. But the weird thing is, though,
this is the worst one.
when you poke the eyes out, it changes their appearance, doesn't it?
Of course it does, because the eyes are the window to the soul, baby.
Yeah, I know. I could do the impression of this one.
It's me, Alan Carr.
Business.
We recently asked you if there were any questions that you wanted to ask.
Like literally we asked yesterday.
Yeah, so thank you.
So many videos.
Thank you for your questions. Polly, what hair dye do you use? Your hair always looks lovely. And that's from Kaz is a vegan.
Kaz is a vegan, thank you very much.
Hey Kaz.
I use Colour Freedom. It's by Night and something. So I use a naughty conditioner that keeps your hair dye in. Sometimes it goes paler.
Yeah.
But
it
yeah,
always looks really vivid though.
I use Colour Freedom at Superdrug. Sometimes I get a little bit bored, so I use Vampire Red Manic Panic or Poppy Red Directions. But they're all non-permanent. I do it all at home.
She was actually considering dyeing it black.
And they've got loads of different colours, so yeah, definitely, and thank you very much. Bleach-wise, because obviously as you can see, I've got very dark hair. Bleach-wise, I use Jerome Russell, which is vegan and cruelty-free, obviously.
I used to dye my hair, I used to dye it raven black.
Yeah, I never knew you in those
Because I used to look like Robert Smith, seriously. I'll try and dig out some pictures. I think I've only got a couple of pictures, I don't have many. Hi to Shannon Walker in the States. How did you both meet? When did you go vegan? That's a really good question, well, two very good questions. Because we met, well, going back to when we worked.
You can look at a video up there as well,
Yeah.
because there's a video of us back where we...
Our Price. I worked in Our Price and you worked in, what was that video shop
Basically,
called?
it was called Our Price Video, and then it turned into
Playhouse, right.
And it was the video version of Our Price Music.
And we're going back to the late 90s, aren't we? Or was it mid-90s?
Mid-90s, because it's 25 years, isn't it, we've known each other. Well, I met my ex-husband, you know, I worked with my ex-husband there and we were together nearly 15 years. So, and it just seems like such a lifetime ago.
Yeah, but we lost touch, didn't we, for a while?
Lose touch for a bit.
10 years, would you say?
Possibly,
'Cause I think it was probably
it was near the end of my marriage and...
Well, I moved out of London because I was living in London when I met you in mid-90s, and then I moved out of London, I think it was late 90s, 98, 99, because I moved to Portsmouth because I met someone there and lived there for 8 years. And then I moved to Southampton.
How did we get back in touch?
I think it was when I moved back to London.
I don't know what to do without you.
Yeah, it's like a sliding doors moment, isn't it? What if
I know.
we hadn't got back into it? None of this would have happened.
I know, honestly, it's like when you were talking about, well, in a year's time, if you still want to do this, and it's like, seriously, I love doing this because it's just, I get to hang out with you for one thing.
Yeah, but I never take you for granted, that's what I meant by that. I don't want to say that we take each day as it comes, because we don't, because we always forward plan stuff, well, as much as we can. But anyway, yeah, that's how we met.
Yeah, and how long, what was it, when did you go vegan?
Yeah.
Mine was 3 years, 1 month ago.
Yeah,
So-
and I was just after, because
Yeah.
you inspired me to go vegan, so I think it was probably about a month after yours.
A month or two, and I remember just punching the air, just going, because I think we went out and I was just like, mate, seriously, come on.
Vegan Bean, hello to Vegan Bean, I love that.
This one got me, didn't it?
Do you brush or floss your teeth?
Right, okay. I will admit, when Phil sent this, Phil did actually send me this morning. I've got a real paranoia about my teeth at the moment.
And I have, because I'm overcrowding at the moment.
But I've got, so my front tooth, I got a cap there. That was from when someone threw a snowball at me at school.
Oh my God.
And it broke off, I think I was 13. 4 or 5 months ago, my cap came off my tooth. I hate dentists. I hate them with a passion. I'm covered in tattoos and piercings, but I hate dentists. I can't bear them.
But you're really conscious, probably really conscious of it as well.
I'm very conscious of my teeth.
Like I
And
am with
also-
my rosacea
yeah.
as well. You probably didn't even
And
notice,
that,
but
no, I don't.
Yeah.
And that tooth is starting to move forward. So when I saw that, it was just like,
I think you got a bit of oregano. Yeah, you got a bit of oregano in your tooth.
and wait a minute, I'm going to do a mouthwash with wine.
Oh, God.
Just to point out, I am really, really conscious about my teeth. And maybe you meant that in a really nice way, but I just went,
Well, no, because they did actually say, love you guys.
Yeah.
So it's a genuinely nice comment. But I did think as well, I thought, that's bizarre question, mainly because I do both, because I floss and brush my teeth.
I mean, I use Superdrug charcoal.
I use something dent.
Aloe vera.
Aloe Dent.
Oh, it's such a ponce.
Yeah, I love it because it's really minty. I've been through so many toothpastes. The lovely Jane Rice, who we mentioned on our previous videos. What is your absolute favourite meal? That's a really good question because I don't think I could choose one.
Something I crave all the time, and we were talking about it earlier about going to Vegan Life Live.
Yeah.
Spanish tortilla.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourite things, and there is a company, and I can't remember their name.
Oh yeah, at the festivals, yeah.
You go and they do Spanish street food. Their tortilla, I literally crave it. You know,
Yeah, because it's like omelette, isn't it? It's what you remember.
I used to love omelettes. Omelettes used to be my go-to food. So, food-wise, my favourite meal is anything that's not all on one plate at once. I get really stressed if I have a big pile of food
Yeah,
in
you
front
graze.
of me.
You like to graze.
I like to graze.
Yeah.
So, vegan sushi, dim sum, meze, tapas.
I was going to
That
say
kind-
tapas, yeah.
Or buffet. The British one, buffet. But
Well, I said, you know, the tahini dressing and Buddha bowls because that's what I find myself cooking
I've
the
done
most.
2 of them this week.
It's a really easy, quick,
Yeah.
cheap meal, and I love tahini dressings as well. But I love chips. I've always loved chips since I was a
Chips,
kid.
yeah,
So maybe, I don't know, pizza and chips or something. That's just,
Pizza and chips.
yeah. Do you know what I
I
mean?
would never have the 2 of those together.
Really?
That's way too much.
Oh, but that reminds me of my childhood because I always used to have pizza and chips.
I've had a long week at work already. It's Wednesday and I've just worked God knows how many hours.
Just a little drizzle and you can have the rest. Just to whet the appetite. There we go.
No, you can have a bit more than that.
That's all I wanted, really. That'll do. Yeah, because I'm not really meant to be
But
drinking
he
much.
looked at it, wine's FODMAP.
Yeah,
FODMAP.
low FODMAP. Ian and Jenny Little, this is a really good question. How do you believe Brexit is going to impact on vegans in the UK in terms of human rights and animal rights? I saw this earlier and I thought, that's a fantastic question because it's something I've thought about quite a lot in the last few weeks, particularly, well, as well as veganism, but human rights, because what's going on in America, similar stuff is happening here with Brexit because people are becoming quite hostile.
I think we have 42 languages spoken in my school. A lot of the kids are nervous because they don't know if they're going to get thrown out of the country or that even if they have British passports. I don't think people realise that this, especially in London could not function without immigration.
Absolutely.
But for animal rights...
Oh, the fox
I mean-
hunting bill and everything else, it's just scary how it's going back. And it's not just the animal rights thing, it is like we were saying about immigration and Brexit, it's everything seems to be going the other way.
I'm a media studies teacher, so this is something I'm quite passionate about, is how much the media controls the mind. You get the far right and the right talking about the mainstream media and things like this, but actually there is such a rise on the right. And I'm not saying I understand and condone it. Oh God, this is really complex because then it's going into New Labour and how New Labour left the working class behind. So therefore, I understand how people like Trump have succeeded because you've got the white working class feeling that they've been left behind because the left were chasing the middle class vote. We're so divided because we are arguing tiny little issues, and I'm not saying they're tiny to the person it's happening to, so trans issues, LGBTQ issues, etc. But at the moment, the left need to unite on major global economic and social issues
Yeah.
that affect the majority of them.
So many battles,
So many
not
battles
just
to
that.
fight with, like the import and export of animals, the import and export of meat. I mean, obviously vegetables and everything will go up in price because import and export duties.
Final question. Oh, can it
But
get
then
any
I feel
bleaker?
I actually feel really kind of
I know, it's very depressing, isn't it? Freshly squashed, dairy-free doll. If an employer provides a uniform, should they make vegan options available for the
Yes.
employee, i.e. boots, belts,
Yes.
gloves, hats, etc.?
Yes.
I think so, absolutely.
Isn't it under law they're meant to?
Apart from boots, I would say that most uniforms are vegan because they're normally cotton, aren't they? Depends what job you're doing, I suppose.
My friend Daniel, who's a theatre tech, they have to wear steelies because obviously stuff can fall on their feet. He worked for a smaller theatre, so he always bought his own vegan steelies.
Because I'm a freelancer, so I'm very lucky in that respect. I don't have to worry about uniforms. I can wear what I want. You can as well to a certain
I can't.
extent. Can you not? Yeah, but I know you because you have tattoos and red hair, but you don't have to dye your hair black.
I'm really lucky in the school I work in. I worked in another school before that, and I only lasted there 6 months. It's when I went back into teaching after I left teaching for nearly a year.
But you wear your own clothes though, surely?
Yeah, I wear my own clothes. We're meant to obviously look smart. So actually, I mean, this is what I was wearing earlier today. Because I know small companies, it's very hard for them.
Well, I just think a lot of people would say, "Oh, you're just being really difficult," but no, we're not being difficult because it's a belief.
It's an ethical choice. I actually had this argument with a guy on Bumble the other day, which is a dating app.
This is going to be really hard to edit with you hiccuping.
I know.
Can you
really
hold
bad.
your breath? So yeah. Oh. So yeah. So dairy-free doll, freshly squashed. Thank you very much
Yes.
for another interesting question.
I think companies should.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Yes.
So thank you
Yes,
for
I
all your
will.
questions. It was a long video, this one. Probably
The
our
battery
longest
ran out
ever.
halfway through.
It did.
I got hiccups. Right, we're cutting this now. Cut. Film.